Hello there, you're watching Vnews Bulletin. I'm Vungo presenting you today's top stories as usual.
National Assembly deputies move over draft law on medical examination and treatment. Regional minimum wage to increase starting in July. And later on, Vietnam attends first consulates in Lyon.
President Nguyễn Xuân Phúc received the letters of credentials from the new ambassadors of Croatia and Senegal on June 13th.
Welcoming Croatian Ambassador Ivan Vladimir Stasevic, President Nguyễn Xuân Phúc said Vietnam always attaches importance to consolidating and developing friendly and cooperative relations with Croatia. With two-way trade at only $100 million, the President suggested the two sides strive to double the figure in the next 5 years. He affirmed that Vietnam is ready to create all favorable conditions for Croatian businesses to explore the market and do business in the country. The Croatian ambassador said Vietnam is Croatia's biggest partner in ASEAN. He said Croatia will make efforts to promote the relationship between Vietnam and the EU. He said both countries have potential in tourism and need to promote cooperation in this area. Receiving Ambassador of Senegal Abdoulaye Barre, President Nguyễn Xuân Phúc urged the two countries to further support each other at multilateral fora, especially at the United Nations and the Francophonie community. The state leader said he hoped that the government of Senegal would continue to create favorable conditions for the Vietnamese community to live and do business in Senegal. Ambassador Abdoulaye said Senegal wants to learn from Vietnam's experience in agricultural development, as Vietnam is one of the world's largest rice exporters. He said Senegal is ready to support Vietnam in the international arena and always welcomes Vietnamese businesses to invest in the country and Vietnamese products to enter its market.
National Assembly deputies discussed the draft law on medical examination and treatment amended on June 13th during the 15th National Assembly ongoing third session.
National Assembly deputies highlighted the need to clearly define the scale and task, as well as create a legal foundation to ensure the efficiency of the operation and develop the family doctor model during the discussion of the draft amended law on medical examination and treatment on June 13. The making of the draft law aims to institutionalize the party's policies, address shortcomings and limitations of the existing law, deal with newly arising issues to increase the quality of medical services towards fairness, quality, effectiveness, development, and international integration. It also aims to strengthen the validity, efficiency, order and discipline of state management over health checkups and treatment. The draft law includes 10 chapters and 102 articles, one chapter more than the existing one.
Almost 93% of German companies operating in Vietnam will continue to invest in the country, and over 64% of them expect their business to develop better in the next 12 months, according to a survey from AHK World Business Outlook, Spring 2022.
Results of the survey, which was conducted by the German Chambers of Commerce abroad, show that German businesses are more optimistic about economic development in Vietnam over the next 12 months than they were in the autumn of last year. Over 46% of them plan to recruit more employees in the coming year. The surveyed businesses also demonstrate that the most important factors for their trade and investment decisions in Vietnam are political stability, availability of skilled workers in technical and non-technical fields, and transport and logistics. Thanks to Vietnam's participation in free trade agreements, the country has favorable conditions to attract foreign direct investment flows. More than 73% of German businesses believe that the implementation of the EU-Vietnam Free Trade Agreement from August 2020 has lifted their competitiveness in Vietnam.
A new decree raising the regional minimum wage of 6% for laborers has just been approved by Deputy Prime Minister Ming. The new regulation will come into effect on July 1st.
Accordingly, the 6% increase is equivalent to a rise ranging from $7.76 to $11.20, depending on the region. The document also specifies that the minimum hourly wage will range from $0.7 to $1, which also depends on the region. The geographical classification is determined based on the employer's place of operation. Region 1 covers Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City's urban areas. Region 2 encompasses Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City's rural areas, along with major urban areas in the country like Cần Thơ, Da Nang, and Haiphong. Region 3 covers provincial cities and the districts of Bắc Ninh, Bắc Giang, and Hải Dương provinces, and Region 4 comprises the rest of the country. The change is applicable to workers and employers under labor contracts in accordance with the Labor Code.
The digital economy is positioned to become a new growth driver of Ho Chi Minh City in the future with many advantages. But the city is also facing various challenges in its development strategy, especially human resources, policy, and infrastructure.
The size of the city's core digital economy was estimated at nearly $8.3 billion in 2021, accounting for 14% of its overall economy, and the figure is expected to rise to 15% this year. There are strong grounds to anticipate that digital activity will contribute 25% of Ho Chi Minh City's economy by 2025 and 40% by 2030. The city's push for digital economy is a big opportunity for both IT and non-IT companies, as both costs and workforce will be reduced when digital technologies are adopted into management, which will enhance their competitiveness, especially in comparison to foreign enterprises. The city will prioritize digital transformation in the 10 sectors of healthcare, education, transport, finance, banking, tourism, agriculture, logistics, environment, energy, and human resources training. The city aims to expand broadband coverage to 95% of households and 100% of communes by 2025 and the entire city by 2030.
A recent Nielsen study has revealed that 76% of Vietnamese consumers prefer locally branded products.
Thanks to good quality and sensible prices, made in Vietnam products have gained a competitive edge over their foreign rivals and increasingly dominate supermarket shelves. Figures from the Ministry of Industry and Trade, meanwhile, show that domestically produced goods account for more than 90% of all goods sold in locally owned supermarkets. The figure in foreign-owned supermarkets ranges from 60 to 96%, and in traditional retail from 60%. The Vietnamese People Prioritize Vietnamese Products campaign, which was launched in 2006, has contributed to boosting the profile of Vietnamese goods. Consumers have increasing confidence in domestic products whose origin is clear and quality as good as imported equivalents.
Vietnam for the first time attended the Feats Consulaires, which took place in the French city of Lyon on June 11 and 12.
The Asian New Generation Vietnam has cooperated with the Vietnam Cultural Center in France and associations of Vietnamese in France to stage an impressive dragon dance and traditional music program, an outside show, and a tourism exhibition at the event. Vietnam's food was also offered to visitors.
It is a great honor and pride of Vietnamese people in the city to join the event for the first time. At very short notice, the center had done its best to mobilize all resources to introduce the image, country, and people of Vietnam to the world.
This annual event aims to honor the presence of consular delegations in the city, helping local residents discover the diversity of the communities in Lyon, contributing to its dynamism and development.
Vietnamese art troupe performed very well. Their performances highlight the beauty of the country that we love, Vietnam. Vietnamese people are very hospitable. I was very surprised to be warmly welcomed here. I have never been to Vietnam, but I love the country very much. We find this lute very unique because it is made from the trunk of a bamboo tree. The Vietnamese pavilion was designed impressively.
According to the event's organizing board, 53 countries took part in the festival.
The International Yoga Festival, Da Nang 2022, was held recently in the central city of Da Nang, attracting the attention of many locals and tourists. Yoga, a symbol of Indian culture and history, has been billed as ensuring the Vietnam-India friendship and comprehensive strategic partnership has continued to thrive over recent years.
The festival, which featured amazing performances of yoga at Biển Đông Oasis Park, was held in celebration of the annual International Day of Yoga on June 21st.
This is also part of activities to mark the 50th anniversary of Vietnam-India diplomatic relations. We hope bilateral ties will develop in a more extensive fashion, meeting the expectations of people on both sides.
It's really very pleasing to note that such kind of the practices are going on in Vietnam. 500,000 of the Vietnamese friends are practicing yoga. This is a very significant number. I don't think such a massive number I found anywhere in the world other than India.
Yoga, which is on the representative list of intangible cultural heritage of humanity, has been practiced by many Da Nang people as a way of improving physical and mental health.
After taking up yoga 3 years ago, I never found relief from my spinal pain.
The International Yoga Festival Da Nang 2022 drew the participation of more than 1,500 yoga practitioners from 60 centers and clubs in the city and neighboring Thừa Thiên Huế and Quảng Nam provinces. It was an outstanding event within Vietnam-India people-to-people exchanges in the central region.
In Da Nang city, I'm teaching yoga and very well and a long time. I see a lot of members, we have the benefit, the yoga. So I hope that all in Da Nang and all the Vietnam people can join the yoga.
The International Yoga Festival Da Nang 2022 was organized by the Da Nang Union of Friendship Organizations in cooperation with the Indian Embassy in Vietnam on June 11th and 12th. It brought a robust atmosphere to the Central Beach city while highlighting the Vietnam-India friendship.
Tourism has been recovering quickly in the northern mountainous province of Lao Cai after the government allowed the sector's full reopening. A constantly increasing number of visitors and revenue has been recorded and various new tourism products introduced in the locality.
In Sapa, the leading tourist destination in Lao Cai, the Sapa Summer Festival 2022 program has kicked off with 18 events to be held before the end of July. New products and services under the program have been attracting attention from visitors nationwide.
I have dreamed of traveling to the northwest region for a long time. So as soon as COVID-19 was brought under control, I set out to visit Lao Cai. The climate is very pleasant and the scenery is beautiful.
After tourism was fully reopened, Sapa launched many new check-in points to attract tourists, especially young people. These check-in points are becoming popular among visitors as they are imbued with traditional indigenous cultural identities.
We have built and introduced a number of new tourism products and received positive feedback from visitors. I think this year will be a boom year for the tourism sector.
Figures from Lao Cai authorities show that the total number of visitors to the province topped 1 million in the first 4 months of this year, fulfilling about 27% of the year's target.
Sapa's goal in 2022 is to welcome about 2.5 million visitors. With the positive signs we are seeing, we believe that the goal is achievable.
With the active participation of the local business community, authorities and people, Sapa's tourism sector in particular, and Lao Cai's in general, is certain to grow strongly once again in the near future.
And that's the end of our bulletin. Thank you for being here with us. We hope to see you again soon.